Hey, Aaron, great to see you.
You too, Britta. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Your background looks really amazing, but actually, I prefer my background because this is a slide from your short film you just produced with World Animal Protection. Aaron, you are a highly acclaimed environmental photojournalist, filmmaker, and TV host, specializing in human animal conflict. Why do you think it is important to raise the issue of the global wildlife trade?
I think it's a hugely important issue to raise because we're dealing with an industry that is worth between 10 to 20 billion dollars. It's I think the fourth largest illegal market in the entire planet, and because of the illegal wildlife trade, countless millions, tens of millions of animals are suffering in the form of wildlife tourism, traditional medicine, the exotic pet trade. I mean, it's a really broad area that spans so many different industries, and it's an issue that not enough people know anything about. That's what I've taken sort of the last 13 years of my life doing is trying to educate people about some of these issues.
It is impossible to unsee things. How do you cope with witnessing this immense cruelty towards animals?
I mean, you have to just try and remind yourself of the good in the world as well. So, through this work, I've met amazing people who are just dedicating their lives to saving wildlife. As organizations like World Animal Protection and also individuals. So, for every negative story, I also meet people who are absolute heroes. They're people who I really do revere. Um, so I think that's it. I think it's personal mechanisms. It's doing nice things as well, doing the things that you enjoy that can help you relax because this work can become so all-encompassing. It can completely take over your life.
So, what do you love about your job?
What I love about my job is working on stories that I'm so passionate about. A lot of the time, I approach these issues like I did two films for World Animal Protection, one on otters and the exotic pet trade, and the other was on ball pythons. And going into these stories, I knew nothing about these issues. And then the more you immerse yourself in it, the more you start to really care about it. Um, so yeah, it's the ability to work on these stories that people don't necessarily know much about. I find it fascinating. There's such multifaceted issues. Of course, you get to travel the world, you get to meet really interesting people, and of course, most of all, you get to I hope to do some good.
Yeah. If you had the power to put one thing right on this planet, what would that be, and why is this the most important in your view?
This is it's going to be very difficult, but I wanted people to stop seeing animals as commodities. Um, since the dawn of time, we've looked at animals as a commodity to eat, to exploit, to enjoy. And what we have to realize is that we are dealing with incredibly intelligent, sentient animals that feel pain, that suffer from depression and loneliness. So I think that there has to be a real paradigm shift in how we see animals and our role within that.
So, if someone asks you what is the one simple thing they can do every day to help protecting the planet, what would your advice be?
My advice would be that everyone has to draw upon their own particular skill set and interests and knowledge. If you are involved in education, then you can teach your children about some of the threats facing wildlife. Um, or if you are, very savvy on social media, then you can help to spread the word about environmental issues. So I think everyone has an opportunity to really build upon their skill set and help to educate others in the broader sense.
Yeah. So, in my view, World Animal Protection is successfully addressing exactly what needs to be changed right now. So, if we want to sustain a healthy life on this planet with humans and animals alike, what difference does it make to you to work on your own or to join forces with somebody like World Animal Protection?
For me, it's always much more powerful to team up with an organization like World Animal Protection. because you are dealing with specialists. You're dealing with people who have the knowledge in these areas, and of course the contacts. So World Animal Protection, they have many highly esteemed scientists and conservations on their ranks. So to call upon their knowledge as a photographer and as a filmmaker is, I mean, it's everything really. Because a lot of the time you're going into these issues completely blind, so you're being led by the experts.
Yeah. So, last question, Erin. Considering that you are documenting, animal conflict, if you could be an animal for 1 week, what would you be and why?
Oh, I'd be a dolphin. Absolutely. No question about it. Dolphin, because they are one of the most intelligent animals on the planet. I think as well, being underwater is, for anyone watching this, if you haven't discovered scuba diving, it's one of the most amazing things that you can do. And underwater, you just feel this great sense of peace. And it's the place where I feel the most alive. So it's definitely a dolphin.
Great. Erin, thanks so much for your time. And most importantly, thanks for your amazing work.
Same to you as well. Thank you for everything that you do. I'm sure that hopefully some of what I said resonates with you as well. Also, your work is phenomenal. So thank you for the interview.
Thanks, Erin. Take care for now. Ciao.
Okay, bye.